Hello Gooners, welcome to Arsenal Daily for Monday, February 24th, 2026. What a weekend it's been! Let's dive straight into that magnificent North London derby performance. Well. If you needed a reminder of what this Arsenal team is capable of, Sunday's demolition of Tottenham certainly provided it. A comprehensive 4-1 victory that not only restored our 5-point lead at the top of the Premier League, but did so in the most satisfying way possible, by dominating our fiercest rivals on their own patch. Viktor Gyökeres was absolutely sensational, wasn't he? The Swedish striker grabbed a brace and looked every bit the player we hoped he'd be when he arrived. And how about Eberechi Eze? 2 goals as well, continuing his fantastic form since joining the club. What's been particularly impressive is how quickly he's adapted to Arteta's system. Speaking after the match, Mikel Arteta described the win as a potential turning point, following that disappointing midweek draw at Wolves, where we somehow let a 2-goal lead slip. Gyökeres revealed there were some pretty frank discussions in the dressing room after that Wolves game. He told The Guardian, "Most of us spoke. Things will get said in the moment, even if it is heated." That kind of accountability seems to have paid dividends immediately. What's fascinating is how Arteta has adjusted the tactical approach to get the best out of Gyökeres. Earlier in the season, he often looked isolated up front. But against Spurs, the service from the right flank was exceptional. Bukayo, Saka and Jurrien have developed into what Danny Murphy called among the best partnerships in Europe down that right side. And they were constantly creating opportunities for our forwards. That near-post header from Gyökeres for his second goal was absolutely thunderous. The kind of finish that reminds you why the club pursued him so aggressively. His movement throughout the match was intelligent, constantly pulling Tottenham's defenders out of position and creating space for Eze and Martin Odegaard to exploit. Meanwhile, Tottenham's problems continue to mount. They haven't won a league game yet in 2026, which is quite remarkable considering we're almost into March. Their injury crisis isn't helping matters, and there are genuine concerns about their Premier League status. Igor Tudor might be putting on a brave face, but their defensive vulnerabilities were ruthlessly exposed yesterday. The title race is certainly heating up though. Manchester City kept pace with a 2-1 win over Newcastle, so our 5-point cushion remains intact, but hardly comfortable. Arteta made an interesting point about the psychological impact of the derby win. You watch the Wolves game back, and you cannot understand how they drew. We needed this response. That mental resilience could be crucial as we head into the business end of the season. Looking ahead, we've got Chelsea at the Emirates this Sunday. The Blues are sitting 5th in the table, and haven't lost in their last 6 league games, so they'll provide a stern test. But if we can maintain the level we showed against Spurs, you'd have to fancy our chances of extending this lead at the top. After Chelsea, it's a quick turnaround, with Brighton away on the following Wednesday, before we head to Mansfield Town for the FA Cup tie on March 7th. That cup match gives us a great opportunity to perhaps rotate the squad a bit, especially with that massive Carabao Cup final against Manchester City looming on March 22nd. The way Gyökeres and Eze are linking up with Saka and Odegaard is really starting to click now. Thomas Partey's control in midfield yesterday was masterful as well, giving William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes the platform to build from the back with confidence. What's particularly encouraging is how the squad has responded to adversity. That Wolves draw could have knocked the confidence, but instead, it seems to have galvanised the group. The honest conversations in the dressing room show the leadership within this team, and that's exactly what you need when you're pushing for major honours. So, a perfect weekend for Arsenal fans. A dominant derby win, a 5-point lead at the top, and the knowledge that this team has the character to bounce back from setbacks. The Chelsea match now becomes another huge opportunity to make a statement. That's all for today's Arsenal Daily. Thanks for listening, and remember, come on you Gunners!